बच्चों को मार के काम कराया जाता है, मजदूरी कराई जाती है, उन्हें मारा जाता है, फीस ना भरने पे स्कूल में पनिशमेंट मिलती है। तो कहीं ना कहीं वायलेंस छोटे बच्चों पर भी होता है, पर हम देख नहीं पाते। तो मेरा एक वो था कि मैं बच्चों के साइड से थोड़ा सा देखूं, तो बस इसीलिए मैंने ये शुरू किया था।
I will just try and translate because she spoke spontaneously. She says she works with the, you can also add if I miss something. She works with the kids who stays around dumping ground of one of the areas of Mumbai, because the area which has lowest human development index. And Razia Khala says that she herself has been in violence. So she knows one side of the violence, and she says the other side which happens with the children, because these children, they have a poor health, addictions, no education facilities. So she's trying in her own way what trainings she gets at Koro, what perspective is built up within the organization. She tries to take up to her community. So she is not only working with women, but the children of the community, because she looks at a violence from children's perspective. Children face value violence for the area, from the area where they come from, for the poor health condition, no nutrition. And she says if one child gets educated, the family changes, and that's the dream she has. So that's the reason, inspiration why she runs a school for children.
We just want to open the floor and ask if there's anyone else. Roger, you spoke a lot today, so just hold on. Ajit, you are here from Ekta Parishad as well. You were with us, really taking care of us and managing everything. Last week, you're now on the journey with us. If you'd like to come in with a little bit of feedback, please do so. And Nilima, it's great to see that you're still on the call. We know you had another engagement, but it would be great to hear your feedback after hearing some of the others, and just to share what you feel with your transformative education approach as well. And the floor is open for anyone else. And just, we'll come back to you, Roger, in a short while, but see if there's anyone else who would like to come in. Pius? Yes, there is Delima. Wonderful.
So thank you. I was wanting to leave, but I could not. just listening to everybody here is truly life-changing. I want to once again congratulate every single person on this call for the work they are doing, and that this one home journey is fulfilling its purpose. So obviously, when we get on a call like this and the face-to-face, from my side, I would love to feel a resonance with creating conscious leaders at a grassroots level. Anything that I can help you with and become a part of, please do reach out. I think this is one of the purposes of the One Home journey, which is to connect many homes for humanity with each other. So I would love to connect with anyone who wishes to collaborate. Thank you. Alexander, you're muted.
Thank you, Nilima. And so good we could catch you just before you needed to leave. Let's build on what you are saying. And I would like to bring in also a very seasoned and lifelong educator and human developer, Pius Leutnegger from Switzerland. Pius, looking forward to your perspective.
Welcome, everybody. Very touching to be connected with all of you and feeling how your heart is beating for a better world. We together can make it. I'm really touched to see so many people longing for the same goal and being unified. This is a short message from Italy, Switzerland. Thank you for being with you. Looking forward to communicate with you, to co-create with you, and to change the world in a better place. Thank you.
Pius, thank you so much. Your message from Italy. We are cruising the planet, coming once back to Uganda. But just wanted to say on the One Home journey, one thing which was overwhelming, and Olivier, you will like to hear that as well, the innovation that we find in the educational sectors that comes from all spheres of society, eager also to enter into spaces of co-creation in their societies and across societies. Roger, this might be a good moment to hear your voice before we gradually move into conclusion, but the gallery is open. Any voices would like to be heard, this is a moment to come in. Roger, first over to you in Uganda, Nakivale refugee settlement, where you built your home for humanity.
Thank you so much. And I would love to start with Namaste. Namaste means bonjour
Namaste.
in French. Thank you so much. I'm trying to learn some of the little things, and thank you for having us. Thank you for making this platform for those ones who are not having voices to also give out their voices to the outside world. Because this is something I relate to myself, because I never knew that I can speak out and my voice to be heard to such a number of people and great people like you. It's a privilege to me to be here. And I just relate this to my passion for education and back to my country where I came from. I came from Congo, and I've lived here for 7 years in a refugee camp. I really had a dream of becoming an engineer, and this didn't happen just because I came across to something, to the situation that I was not able to control, and I found myself in a refugee camp. Reaching here, the passion that I had for education pushed me towards looking for different places, different ways that I can learn so I can give back to the community. And then throughout the experience of being here, I truly understood the most pressing challenges that we as a refugee around here in a refugee camp, we are going through. And the passion was really holding and burning into my heart, feeling that I really need to act. And the little action I was able to do is that I came across to a brother that I never knew, a guy that I couldn't know that we can really share one vision and one mission. He was called Muindo, and he shared the same vision like me. We created a group that started just from a little amount of money that we were keeping as saving out of nothing. And as we refugees, we only get $3 a month, but we could spare out of that very amount to keep at least something, so we can build up a space where we want to put and give these children that are not having access to education, children like us, children who have lost everything, children who have no backbones, children who doesn't have any resources to go to school, children who most of them are orphans, a space where they can come and learn. And by the time that they are with us there, we truly believe that everyone is having a talent, everyone has a potential, everyone has a passion, everyone has a skill, a gift. And this is what we are looking at out of those vulnerability and the dramas that they went through back in their countries and the different stories they have. We believe that they are leaders, they can contribute towards the change of this planet, and education is the only thing that it has to reach to them so they can be able to contribute towards a better world. So giving them this very space where we identify what they have within, what they are good at, what's their interest. We also give them a space that they can learn in a situation where they are free to learn. And that's why we call that place a home away from home. Because
Thank you
we are
so much,
building this.
Roger. It's so
Thank you so
inspiring
much.
every time we hear you, and it was just
I
beautiful. I want to be
I
sure a
really
few people get a chance to feedback to what you've shared, what everyone has shared, just making a few connections. You have here Rupak, who you've seen on a few other calls. Rupak grew up in an orphanage in Nepal. We met him in Uganda together with Roger and Rufin. They became brothers. He became our son as well, and he's preparing to receive us in just 2 days in Nepal, and we will be going to his orphanage where his children will draw their dreams for the future, just like Razia's children did who work in the dump site. We also want to hear from, Andrea and Professor Franz Theo Gottwald and Andrea Klepsch. Andrea, who helps us a lot as our Earth Ambassador on media and press. Franz Theo, who's also the supervisory board chair of the World Future Council. They are partner organizations, also wanted to make the connection between World Future Council and Learning Planet, and Nilima with Shakti Leadership as well. So just to hear a couple of words from you, we know that India is very dear to your hearts.
Yeah, thank you so much. Since we work, Andrea and me, in the field of agricultural education, especially this call inspired us very much to realign with the pioneering eco-agricultural farmers around here in Upper Bavaria and assist them in sending the message of the best practices of eco-agriculture, not only for nourishing people, but also for nourishing the earth and connecting it with the wisdom most of the movements on this call shared with us. The power is with the people. The power is with the people being really rooted in the earth and rooted in the spirit of interconnectedness and struggling for bringing more life to this planet and our communities. So thank you so much, Alexander and Rama, for being on the move and connecting us all across the globe.
And from my side, I was just writing it already in the chat. We are traveling with you almost since the beginning, and these Saturday and Sunday, sometimes Sunday, Earth Family calls became a ritual for us, although sometimes it's a little bit difficult to squeeze them in. And on my side, I really can feel it in my heart how from Sunday to Sunday or from weekend to weekend, the radiation, what is being sent out, not just by words, by energy to the world, is growing and growing. And it really helps me in these days where politics seem to be, I have no word for that when we listen to the news, it's an illusion. When we listen to our hearts and when we listen to each other, that's reality. And that's the reality we want to nourish together as your co-creators, co-travelers, co-lovers. So thank you very much to all of you. And it's so good to see you from time to time again, new people and old people. Thank you a lot.
Let's hear Rupak. So we really want to draw all the bridges, Olivier, across the continents, back to Paris, back to Learning Planet. And we will come back and end with the youth wing of Coro, which is really growing the youth leadership here. But Rupak, let's hear from you. So you give us a flavor already of Nepal.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. And it's always lovely to be in front of lots of good people throughout the world. And I always feel grateful that I was so much fortunate to meet Mother Rama and Papa Alexander in the Uganda. I'm always grateful for that. I just want to give the overview of what Nepal has been going through and what actually we are going to do. So we have a situation in the country, in the Nepal, where we do not have youth anymore in this country. They don't want to stay in this country. They are hopeless. They don't have opportunity, and they are fleeing in the country. About 87 of the total youths, they are leaving the country, and most of them are in the Middle East for unskilled job, and that is very sad. That is very, very sad. And Nepal is one of the importing country in the world, the biggest importing country in the world. We do not have any kind of manufacturing. We do not have any kind of exports, and it's very sad what has been going through. And if we do not take any kind of action, then it's going to be worse than what we have expected. So we have come up with SINA, Social Innovation Academy. We call it Hope Innovation Academy, a kind of organization that will bring hope for the people of the Nepal. We will restore hope among the youth through creativity, through entrepreneurship, and we are going to transform Nepal from an importing country to exporting country. We are going to restore hope among the youth, and we are going to have our youth back into the country so that they can invest their mind, they can invest their energy into this country, and we will see the country that we wish to see in a short period of time. Thank you. You are muted, Ma. Ma, you are muted. You are muted, Ma.
We can't hear you. Yeah.
Yes, we said it's great that you shared the name and the project of Dridata in Nepal. So Rupak, please just take a note. We'll get the email contact or the phone contact and add them so that Dridata is part of our program and we are connecting with her in Nepal. That's fantastic. Ajit from Ekta Parishad, a quick word from you? Staying with the youth, yes.
Yeah. Hello, friends. On this late occasion, I just want to wish Home for Humanity. And I'm so much deeply touched by seeing people from across. This is not only Home for Humanity, this is a hope for humanity. So thank you and love from Ajit.
Wonderful. Ajit, who is a real young change maker doing extraordinary things. It was so beautiful to be with you and be the change with you at Ekta Parishad, and we know we'll continue to journey together. Olivier, let's hear then.
Absolutely. Olivier, we let you close this call because the Learning Planet is the meta convener of this day.
But before we do that, I just want to acknowledge my parents, like Andrea and Franz Theo. My parents are here and just want to say that they've been with us throughout the journey, and we started the India journey with them, and that was where we also integrated the Africa part. So just want to express our great gratitude for their unending support on the One Home journey and with the One Home University.
And our parents who host an honorary Home for Humanity in Bangalore, but we want to zoom in once more here into Kuru, to the youth organization of Kuru called Juba Mantan.
Yes.
And hear some of the youth voices. Bodhisattva, that you come in this center stage.
Thank you for giving this opportunity to speak something about all this today's experience. It is really good and new experience for me to learn something, to aware about all these new experiences. And after that, a few moment, I really understand the people who are working here with the Yuva Manthan are really doing a great job, and I want to be part of that job and journey. So it is my and journey to start here with those people. and thank you for the giving me this chance to lead with you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Bodhisattva, maybe one word. You also want to support other young people to join the One Home UnivEARThsity.
Yes. With this Yuva Manthan group, I will definitely encourage my colleagues and all those my friends to join here with the Yuva Manthan, and we will make definitely change with our perspective and mindset and positive attitude. Thank you.
हाय, मेरा नाम निशा है। मुझे युवा मंथन में ज्वाइन करके बहुत अच्छा लगा, सबको मिलके बहुत अच्छा लगा, और युवा मंथन में ज्वाइन करके जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है लोगों के, सबको हेल्प करने के लिए हम मदद करेंगे। और थैंक यू सो मच।
Yeah, she's not Nisha is saying she's very happy to be part of the youth collective that is Yuva Manthan here, and they all are collectively trying to understand problems of the community, help each other, and she want to continue to be part of this collective. And she was also part of today's workshop.
Yes, which you liked.
Wonderful. And it's great to see how just in the last 2 years, the Yuva Manthan, the youth wing, has really, really grown and is really addressing some of the problems, Rupak, that you mentioned, that many of you mentioned, of what challenges youth are going through. So it's just so good, Olivia, that this year also the Learning Planet Festival really put an accent on how the youth have to be shaping the future of peace. So this is really what we experienced with all of our partners throughout India, and it's great that we could end with the Yuva Manthan, the youth wing of Koro. Back to you, dear Olivier. Cyril, did you want to say something?
May I now say a word? Yeah. Hello.
Go ahead.
Listen, thanks again, everybody, for this. Rama and Alexander are telling us and bringing us into contact with people at the grassroots level, people in the local communities, people in local areas where the real work is done. And I just noted the statement by one of the organizations that we have to transform our divided world into a just and peaceful home. And of course, as we all know, the world is divided at many levels. I work at, as Rama and Alexander know so well, at the international level with non-governmental organizations at the United Nations. And that world is very divided too. And we have to take inspiration from what's being done at the local level. You know, we're all citizens, and we have to convince our governments that they have to work together far more. They have to get back to the level of international cooperation that the UN was created for. We must restore multilateralism, and we must restore faith of governments in multilateralism, simply because we know what the path we're led on by unilateralism is. So let's continue working together in interacting constantly between the local and the international level. And more power to you, Rama and Alexander, as you continue this magnificent journey.
Thank you so much, Cyril. Also reminding us once more that everyone is a change maker. That's something that we witness here at Koro tremendously, is totally distributed leadership. Nilima mentioned it. We saw it when Roger spoke. Everyone is invited, and education, dear Olivier, is shifting towards empowering people and enabling people to really build citizenship across the planet. And that's also what the Learning Planet brings so powerfully to the stage. We're looking forward to concluding us today for this interactive co-innovation, co-learning, co-creation session of the One Home UnivEARThsity in partnership with what you call the Planetism University that you are building, and other impulses that you already evoked. I think the time is right for massive change on the level of learning and education. Olivier.
So, Rama and Alexander, dear friends, dear colleagues, this was absolutely beautiful. When you told us about the journey you were going to undertake, I told you, oh, maybe I should join. And it was, you are living my dream, meeting so many great, incredible, inspiring people. So thank you for sharing it with us and allowing us to participate in this incredible journey. Maybe to close and linking with what was just said, one good thing is that some players, UN, university, UNESCO, the Secretary General of the UN, Antonio Gutierrez, are really supporting all the efforts we're doing to co-design the future of learning and public policies with youth. And I think the UN Pact for the Future, and there's a session starting in 50 minutes on this topic, is a good lever to go ahead with this. Antonio Gutierrez said there are 4 ways to work with young people. One is to ignore them. The second is to pretend that you listen to them. And many organizations have been doing this, including the UN, for too many years. There's another way, which is to have a dialogue with youth, which is good, but it's not enough. And he really says that the future is about co-constructing, really working with the young generation. So not putting all the weight on youth, doing it in an intergenerational way. So what I see is that there are so many people, grassroots, doing incredible things. And maybe our work with Learning Planet as a middle ground is to make sure that we connect all these players on the ground and we connect them to institutions, to universities, to other networks that can contribute to accelerate this change, these transitions that we need to live better together. So I hope this is some closing words, so inspired by what you are experiencing, by the people you are introducing together, and really trying to contribute modestly, but at creating ever more bridges. And the festival is one illustration of this, I guess.
Thank
So
you.
thank
That
you
was
very
so
much. Such a
beautiful,
honor.
Olivier. And it was so special. The women here were so happy when they heard how in your youth you had been here and how you felt so much back at home being with them. They were really delighted. So it meant a lot. It also meant a lot to Razia, who who had started a little school in her slum area for the children from the dumping ground, that she could directly interact with you. And your words have been so powerful. Thank you. I just see that Gopal put a beautiful message from the Bhagavata Mela Vidyalaya. Maybe Gopal, you want to just, if you're still there, to share them with us, because that really carries the spirit with which, dear Olivier, you've been giving your everything in pursuit of transforming education. So it's a beautiful way to end with this message of past, present, and future. So Gopal, if you're there, just do read it to us. And if not, we just enjoy your message in the chat. And remember that how transformative education with art, with culture, and all of this wisdom can be connecting the past, the present, and leading us into the future. Thank you. Thank you to everyone for this beautiful call.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Au revoir, Olivier.
À bientôt.
À
À
très bientôt.
See you
Goodbye.
soon, Rupak.
Rupak.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so-
Thank you for joining us. We're so grateful.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Well
Great
done,
that you were
Rufe.
there, Kanya. Well done.
Bye,
Rufe.
Kanya.
Thank you, Tanya, for having us.
Shauri, good to see you.